This today's special is going to mesmerize you. Look at the flickering flame up on the wall. Now, before you think, oh, I don't do real candles because they burn and they smoke and they're dangerous, don't worry. This is unmatched, and it is truly unmatched in the technology. These flames look like the real deal. It is actually real wax. We've got, you're getting 4 candles in whichever color you choose, and don't worry, they are unscented, and yes, they are completely unmatched. They come with a remote. You can put them on a timer, 2, 4, 6, 8 hours, which will save this ultra long-lasting battery. We're gonna tell you all about that. You can get up to 6 months worth of battery out of this if you just put it on a 2-hour timer, which means it will go on at the same time, it will come off at the same time. What are you getting? You're getting 2 incredible gifts. They come individually boxed, each has their own remote. Are you ready for this? I turned it on. You might not turn it on before you gift it to somebody, but this is the 5-inch candle, the 6-inch candle, and you get 2 boxes of these, not for $135.90, for under $40. This is not by any means a $20 gift that you're giving somebody, but you get 2 $20 gifts instead of paying $135.90. Okay, here are the colors, because these are going very, very quickly, already over 13,000 spoken for, and we'll show you all different ways that you're gonna be able to use these. The colors are exquisite. This ivory is stunning, and this is real wax, so it doesn't just look like real wax, it is real wax. This is the most popular color on the day. We will lower the lights as well so you can see this flicker. Just want you to see the colors. This caramel, such a gorgeous taupe. It was so beautiful when they paired that with the ivory. Just a very high-end classic look. This is the emerald green. Please jump in on that emerald green. That is absolutely beautiful. It's deep, it's rich. When you pair that with the red and the white, you are so classic Christmas. We do have white as well, if you want that sort of more of a crisp look as opposed to the ivory. Even those two paired together is a really good kind of a tonal look. Gray. We have gray. You've never seen this before. When you see it with the lights off, you'll really get to see a perfect cool gray. We're doing a lot of gray in interior decorating these days, but you've never seen gray unscented candles. Then we have this beautiful red wine. We've got 500 left. Okay, those will sell out in this hour. So please, please, please get as many sets as you possibly can. When you get 2 sets or more, you're gonna get free shipping on everything for the entire day. Last but not least, the denim blue. If you're like me, you have a lot of gray, a lot of blue in your decor, you can't find colors like this. We're gonna dim the lights and invite Ellen Bunner in, because you wanna see how gorgeous these are. Ellen, we've been talking about these, and this is our only today's special candle of the rest of the entire year.
Exactly, right.
We have never, ever done this candle before. This is technology, this flickering flame. It looks so real.
Yes, lots of newness here, exclusive from Unmatched. You can't get these anywhere else. And this is, to me, I've been doing this for over 20 years. This is the most realistic candle I've ever been able to bring you. So it's different from anything we've ever done. It's got patented technology called FlameWave technology. And what that means is you get not only the most realistic glow, it's got that blue light, so it really comes across yellow instead of that faux orange look to your candle. So this is gonna give you that flame that dances off of whatever you put it next to, whether it's the wall or your mercury glass centerpiece. You really get that play of light. But each of them comes with a remote. So you're gonna get 2 beautiful gift boxes. Each set of 2 comes with a remote. On the remote, you're getting 4 timer options, a 2, a 4, a 6, a 8. So when you hit that timer, you'll get a little flicker from your candle, and that knows that you have set it. I just set it for 2 hours. So this would stay on for 2 hours, go off for 22, and then come back on at the same time the next night.
Wow.
But we didn't stop there. Like I said, this remote is different. There is a way to change the amount of light that you're giving. You can actually dim or brighten this up to 4 different settings. We have a video we'll show you on that. And you can even change the flicker, whether you want movement, no movement, intermittent movement. So these truly are a customizable candle times 4. And not only that, it's the longest battery life we've ever done on an unmatched candle.
Now, I have to say, you need to get these home. And we do have free exchanges. So if, for instance, you choose the red right now, if you don't choose the red, that will be gone. So you could choose the red right now, maybe get 2 sets. If you wanted to exchange them for the ivory, say, we will do that for you for free. If you're gifting this and you gift 2 sets of this to somebody, we've got extended returns through the end of January when you're giving these as gifts. But start to think about decor for your home, for the centerpiece, for your mantle, for the entryway. You want that beautiful lighting, but you don't want to have to mess with it. When you set the timer, this will go on for 2 hours every night, whenever you want it to go on, or 4 hours, or 6 hours, or 8 hours. And Ellen, when we were talking about this before, we've all been excited about this launch because it's a new launch, new technology. Until you see it in person, you can't realize how realistic it is. Like, it's so realistic.
It is, and I'm gonna grab the candle again because I wanna show you a couple things. First of all, it is 100% real wax. So, I mean, right there, the feel of it, the look of it, it looks so much like a real candle. Look at the top. So not only is it softened around the edges to that perfect burn, look how deep the well is. I love this because this gives you that illusion of like that perfectly burned candle. I also like, you can see the wick, but if you don't want to see the wick, like say you have this in a lantern or something and you just want to see all candle, you can turn it and one side you just see all candle without seeing the wick. But the wick is beautiful, and we have some video I want to show you because you can really change the way the wick looks. Say you're doing a centerpiece and you don't want a lot of movement, you can put that on still. But let's talk about brightness first. Maybe you're using this in the daylight and you want them ultra bright, or maybe it's a night light by your bedside and so you want a dim light. Look at this. Look at how much brighter. You have 4 dimming settings on your remote.
I've never seen that on a candle.
I haven't either. It's amazing, right? So you can really affect how bright these candles are, but I love this. Look at this. So there's the still. Say you don't want any movement from the wick. You just want to enjoy that beautiful deep color. There's your fast wick. So if you like the dancing light that comes when you see it on the wall or on the other things around your candles, put it on that. There's even a slow and steady and an intermittent. So you can really get the best of all worlds with this. But I like this too because right now I think we're thinking one of two things. We're thinking decorating and we're thinking gifting, and this is great for both.
It really is. It is. And for the first time, we're bringing beautiful colors that you haven't found anyplace else, that you can't get anywhere else, exclusive colors, exclusive candles. And we're showing you a lot of great dim lights because that really shows the flicker.
Do you see it, how it's flickering on the books?
It looks so realistic, even close. I mean, we're really close here.
Yes.
You can see that far away. I would love, I know we were gonna keep the lights down usually, but I would love for us to maybe take the lights up just a little bit. I want everybody to see the colors.
Yes, and we were talking about this. I'm gonna turn them off for a second because I really think that way you can really see, because Shannon brought up a great point to me. She's like, what I like about these is when you choose a color, like a lot of times in your home, they're off during the day. And what's nice about these is they're just as pretty when they're off. Do you see that? Oh, I missed one.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's why you want those colors.
Yes.
They're also not, they're not scented either, right?
Right, no scent. So
that
this
gray
is the silver
so
gray. You really do see, like, look how deep and saturated the gray. There's everybody's favorite red wine.
Yes, the red.
They're so pretty.
Look at this blue.
Okay, the blue is one of my favorites. And it does have a little bit of periwinkle to it, but I have a lot of coastal blue in my home, and I put this in my bedroom. Gorgeous, right? If you have blue and white pottery and you want to mix it, right? The caramel. Look at the caramel when it's turned off.
It's like a beautiful, to me, like that taupe color that people
it's really rich, and it looks great with the ivory.
Yes.
And actually, here, let's put the ivory and the white next to each other turned off so you can see that subtle difference there. So if you want the crisp white, which looks great with the red, by the way, or you could even mix these together.
I would.
Yes, and then the green. The green is one of my absolute favorites, the emerald green, because when I was playing with this at home, I have a lot of palms and greens in my decor. Oh my gosh, those just added a whole new element of decor.
I'm glad you say that because we tend, right around this time, obviously, we're wearing green, we're wearing red. We think of the green and red together. Right. But green is great, as you were saying, for greenery. If you've got that sort of coastal vibe, but you have a lot of greenery, it's going to look beautiful all year round. These are year-round candles, and they're all day long. They look beautiful, whatever color they are. And then you set the timer, so these will go automatically as the sun goes down. They will automatically turn on for 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, completely up to you. You are getting 2 individual sets. They each come with their own remote. You can use them on the same remote. If you keep all 4, which I recommend, get at least a set for yourself. You're getting 4, so it's times 2 here for $39.95. This is $20 with the remote. Oh, I took the remote out. With the remote, $20 with the remote. They come in the box. So
and the boxes are beautiful. We spent a lot of time and effort and money on these boxes. They're beautiful. They're like a bow and go. You don't even have to wrap them. A true everyday gift, like birthdays, anniversaries, if you have a wedding coming up. Candles are something everyone can use in their home. It's not look specific. It's also not gender specific. It's not age specific. I mean, everybody likes to use these. And I think what's really nice about this is sometimes simple is the best, right? Like, I was just playing around on my Instagram and I put like simple centerpieces. Like, you could literally put these 4 candles on a plate with a piece of greenery and you have instant ambiance. You could work these into just like a console or on your mantle, and it just adds that ambiance, that glow, that little magic. And what's so nice about these, Shannon, is they're so real. I think they're even better than real because they're at that perfect burn point, right? You get the perfect amount of light.
Right.
And you don't have to worry about them. You can nestle these in your greenery. You can put ribbons around them. You can put them in cabinets. You can put them in your lanterns and never touch them by using the remote or setting the timer. And look at that. It's gorgeous, right?
So pretty. And you were right, it's at that perfect burn. How long does a candle actually burn to that? And they all burn unevenly, and then it's like for, you know, a quick, that is a beautiful look.
Right.
Usually that look is, so for instance, these 4 candles should be $135. If you were to do an entire fireplace and you wanted, say, I don't know, 8 candles, that would be $270. That's a big investment. It's a really good look.
Yeah.
But today, it's $39 for each set. So that would be $80. If you can get 2 sets, you're getting 4 gifts, which is incredible. We would ship it to you for free because when you spend $75 or more, you get free shipping and handling. I want to tell you we're last call on that red. If you want that red, it is last call. If you're on the phone, you're welcome to stay on the phone. You can also scan the QR code right down there at the bottom of your screen. Super simple and easy. Take out your phone, your tablet, put it in camera mode, hold it up to the screen, and it takes you right here, or if you shop on hsn.com. Our today's special is always the biggest deal of the entire day. This is really the biggest deal when it comes to candles of the entire year. You can't get these anywhere else. If you find candles that are similar to this, it really is, you're gonna spend $135 for 4 candles.
You would spend this on 1 candle, right? And the colors are exclusive to HSN. The configuration that we did with the 2 gift boxes, the 5 and 6 inch, which is your most popular sizes. They're 3 inches in diameter. The batteries come with the remote, and the candles themselves work off 3 AA batteries. And I want to talk about that because I like how Shannon does math. So I was explaining it earlier saying, okay, you can get 350, this is the longest battery life we've ever had. And I said you could get 350 hours, which is like over 2 weeks of a continuous burn. Well, let's do Shannon's math because I think it's very good and it's very relatable.
Well, I keep my candles on a timer for 4 hours. That's a pretty good long amount of time, which means that I will get 3 months worth of battery before I have to replace them, 87 days. Now, if you use the 2-hour timer and you keep them off and enjoy the beautiful color during the day, and then just 2 hours, close to 6 months before you have to replace any batteries. That is the longest battery life.
That's impressive.
I think it is. I really think it is. And when we talk about colors, this is important because you're not choosing a scent. You're not like, oh, I love the red, but it's only holiday berry, and I'm only gonna use this now. Then I won't use it any other time. Well, I like the blue, but it's, well, I don't know, blueberry spring. No, it's not scented. So you can just choose color-wise. As we're looking at these, I'm gonna ask Rob, can you see the colors when we turn off the lights? Is that a good way of showing it? I just think they're beautiful. Can I?
There you go.
There.
Let me get them all. There we
go. Yes. So this is the caramel, which is really a pretty beige taupe. It goes with every decor. It's just gonna kind of blend in.
It looks expensive.
It does, and it looks perfect with the ivory. I just want you to think about that, the ivory, and I want to call it taupe, the caramel, okay? The green, of course you think green and red, it's kind of that evergreen. It is very rich. It's very, well, it's rich, it's elegant.
Yes, it is.
We have the white, which is, of course, different than the ivory, so you've got a little bit of a hint. Usually with flameless candles, you get ivory. That's your option.
White is rare, but the white's very clean. Also, if you have a wedding, I know a lot of people do centerpieces, or you can run these up the aisle. I mean, there's so many ways you can use the white.
White, I'm thinking too, if you've got a really white kitchen or a really white bathroom and you just want that beautiful crisp look, and then you get to enjoy the ambiance. This gray, this silver gray is, to me, I love it with the white.
Yeah.
Because they're both so crisp, if I can put that right there
It's
like
very
that. Look
modern
at how pretty
too,
that is.
right?
Yes.
I mean, that looks like a decor piece, to your point.
It does.
Like, you work that into your decor. The red I love, like even with the white. Like if you're into like the candy canes, and I love how the kitchen set's designed, you know, real whimsical. The red looks pretty with the white, or it could be elegant with the ivory.
We've got about 190 left in the red, so those are really fast. And then that blue, I love that.
Me
Denim
too.
blue.
Yeah, I wanted to get some blue. You know how they have all the blue dinnerware and pottery, and how pretty would that be, right?
So
like
pretty.
With that. I also, while the lights are up, I want to show you my fail candle.
Wait, 15,000 of these have been spoken for.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations to everybody, by the way.
I'm excited. I want you to get these home. I always bring this because I admit, like, I'm forgetful, and I'm also not good at burning candles to a perfect burn. Do you see this? So there's an art to a perfect burn, right?
Is there?
So yes,
Oh, I haven't learned it.
You have to burn it, trim it, burn it. So that's why I say this is better, because you don't have the soot. So you don't have this if you're putting it in a bookcase. You don't have that black soot on the top of your bookcase. If you're putting this in a glass hurricane, which I do a lot, you don't have any wax residue, right? And you don't have to worry about this. You can and you're not throwing this away. So when you have this light, remember you can turn it off and on with the remote, or you can use the timer. The remote can work up to 10 feet away also, and you can change all the candles with one remote, but we're including 2 in your set with the batteries included. And then look at that remote. It's different from any remote we've done from Unmatched. You have a 2, 4, 6, or 8 hour timer. You also have the ability to change the dimness and the way the wick movement is. So it can be a light or it can be a candle. Candle meaning you're gonna have that movement, that like you would get from a real flame, that magical dance of light that shows with whatever is behind it. You know, if you're putting this against the wall, or like I was telling Shannon when I did my centerpieces, it was dancing off the mercury glass. Like you could see it like on the pieces around it. I mean, look at that on the mantle. You get that realistic. You also get the dim feature. So you get 4 different settings of brightness built into that remote. And by the way, if you're using the timer, it will come back on to whatever brightness and whatever flame adjustment you have made. So it will keep that, which I think is fun. So customizable. I love the fast. Look at that movement. So fun, right? So you could have this by your bedside. Maybe your kids are afraid of the dark, or your grandkids, or maybe you just want this by your tub.
I love
for a spa night, and you want to put it on a low light setting. You want a little bit of candle movement. Maybe it's at Thanksgiving, and this is going to be your centerpiece. Maybe you don't want any movement of the light. Maybe you just want them not to draw a lot of attention. You want them to be quiet. You can put it on that still mode.
I love that. And even up close, you can't tell that this is not, I mean, you could, if you look really, really closely, you're gonna be able to tell, right? But it's still, even really close, you're going to, here, let me turn those on. You're gonna see that it just gives this dance. So you don't have to hide these up far away, although you can, because you don't ever have to you never have to touch them.
Exactly.
You can use the remote, but also you can time these so that they will go on for 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours at the same time. And then there's never any, did I blow out that candle? Or did I turn off the light? Or did I?
Story of my life, yes.
Right?
Yes.
These are beautiful. They're $9.99 a set to get home. You get 4. You get 2 complete sets in boxes.
Amazing. And you know this, I like to bring this as an example because you couldn't really cover a real flame, it would go out. But also I want that to represent your lanterns that you never use, or maybe a bookcase that's really dark and needs lighting. I was just recently getting a quote for lighting to have an electrician come. It was like $500.
Oh,
okay, so
and that's just
maybe
the visit. That's the visit.
Maybe you want to just use light like this instead, like in a high cabinetry or in a wall sconce, and you want to add some elegance. Maybe it's your mantle, maybe it's inside your fireplace. Remember, the remote easily turns these off and on with the push of a button, right? At the same time, they can affect the brightness, but you don't even have to do that. Use your timer, and we customize it 2, 4, 6, or 8 hours. And look at what's out there with this kind of technology. First time ever, the Flame Watch technology is gonna give you the most realistic glow, the movement, the longer battery life, the brightness. You could spend this price and get 1 candle, which 1 candle is great, but 4 candles is really good.
4 candles is 4 times as good. I'm glad we're showing that on the bedside table because it looks so realistic, but of course you can't put a candle underneath a lamp. You don't want to put a candle underneath anything.
You don't want to fall asleep with a real candle right by your bed.
No, or on top of something. If you've ever sort of melted down something that you've put a candle on, you don't have the scent / odor of a candle.
Let's talk about that for a second. We were talking about that earlier because you know what happens, like if you have multiple candles with multiple scents, have you ever done that? It's a headache, right? What I like to do with these is if you want a scented candle, then burn that scented candle. But then you have all of these candles like at your entry. If you're entertaining at your table, you don't want a scented candle anyway. In your bathroom, you know, anywhere you want to put these, even if it's outdoors in a covered space, what I like about these, they're not going to blow out.
True,
right?
right.
So if you're entertaining, if you have like an occasion coming up, this is the most inexpensive centerpiece for you to do. And it really looks elegant.
It does. And it's also the most inexpensive gift. You know, when if somebody opens this, it's a very impressive gift. It should be closer to about $70, right? If you were to get this technology anyplace else. But it's costing you less than $20. It's $9.99 today on any credit card. And if you want us to ship this to you for free, which saves you another $10, $11 on shipping, buy 2 sets and we ship them to you for free. When you spend $75 or more here at HSN on one day, we ship everything to you for free. So that would unlock free shipping and handling. Then you can shop to your heart's desire. So choose the color. I think we're about to call red sold out. Okay, we've got fewer than 100, so basically gone. You could scan that QR code and try to skip the line if you want to. But I wanted to say, when we talk about scents, so we've got the red. That green, if you buy a green candle, it's gonna smell like evergreen. Right. I mean, it really is, right? And it is powerful. It's pine, or it's evergreen, or it's Christmas forest. Only ever. But now you can use this green anytime. You can use it if you like a different scent, if you want people to smell the scent of your own apple pie cooking, right? Or the turkey. You don't want, I don't want people to eat in the middle of a forest. So that's a pretty incredible opportunity to get an unscented forest green candle. We've got the silver gray, we have the blue, your last look at the red. That caramel is such a pretty taupe. If you could get that with the ivory. These are all year-round colors. Right. But a one-day only price. All right, over 15,500 spoken for and several hundred people on the phone, of course. We've got to give you a quick little look at the candlesticks. These are gorgeous.
Yes, I love these. There's 4, and there's 6, 8, 10, and 12 inches.